There's something ancient to be found deep under the water, where what might have been a prosperous capital. What used to be the remains of the flourishing cities now sunk deep under the sea. These deep-water cities have been forgotten for thousands of years. Such cities are scattered all over the world. According to statistics, there are more than 200 cold, lonely cities in the heart of the Mediterranean Sea. What we can discover today are the remains of cities that archaeologists say no longer exist on Earth. Are the ruins left on the ocean floor the evidence of the earliest civilizations of mankind? Or is it evidence of the great construction skills of primitive people? And, if true, these skills came from scratch. The lore of the natives made it very clear that something or someone had landed from the sky, and then suddenly that knowledge was widely available. From time immemorial, the people and sailors on the ocean ships have constantly spread the legend about the rays of light emitting under the water, and from here we can get an idea that maybe there are some alien bases under the water. Millions of people around the world believe that in the past aliens have visited the Earth. If that's true, aliens have helped us change and reshape human history. If so, what can the underwater ruins tell us about the history of the Army? On the journey back to the history of the Earth, rummage for evidence for the ancient extraterrestrial hypothesis. Today, we explore the forgotten world in the vast ocean. The vast oceans cover more than 71% of the Earth's surface, and most of the mysteries in the oceans are still unexplored by mankind. The fact that humans only know about 5% of the ocean's area would be no exaggeration to say that man's discoveries about the universe are much more than understanding the ocean with what the history books are strange. For a long time, humanity could only speculate about the civilizations that are currently buried deep under the Great Medicine, but with modern technology and the achievements in science and technology that we have achieved, humanity has been able to invent diving equipment that is deeper, more durable, and provides more information than before. That is the premise for oceanographers from all over the world to explore the underwater world, which they have longed for. Since then, a series of surprises have puzzled us and raised questions about the historical process of the formation, development, and proliferation of human beings on Earth. Underneath the deep blue ocean out there is a complex of architectural works, emotionally built monuments, that are the remnants of urban civilizations in different regions of the Earth. Some of them are believed to date back 10,000 years. Others are even longer than that. Many scientists today think that on Earth at the last ice age ocean levels were much lower than modern water levels. This is not unfounded speculation, as geological evidence indicates that during the last ice age, all of present-day northern Europe and North America was covered by a 2-mile thick layer of ice. That was a huge body of water about 21,000 years ago. With the end of the Ice Age, the climate started to warm up, which led to the giant melting. This process ended 10,000 years ago. As a result, quite a lot of coastal land was slowly submerged in water. According to the estimates of seawater process scientists that submerged 10 million square miles, or about 26 million square kilometers, this area is equivalent to the combined area of Europe and China, and all that lies on this area simply disappears from the history of the Earth. In my view, modern archaeology has not yet done its best in estimating the number of people who perished in these submerged lands, nor has it told us all about what happened. During the 4.5 billion years of Earth's history, thousands of years ago, while most of the ocean floor remained unexplored, the sages knew and passed on one of the great mysteries of the sea. The legend of the city of Atlantis lost most of the previous knowledge that people knew about Atlantis from the great Greek sage. His book is Atlantis and Timaeus, and was written in 360 BC, in which Plato described Atlantis as a rather advanced city surrounded by walls of monocentric circles. In this voyage, which flourished in its time according to the Greek verse, the citizens of Atlantis had contact with aliens from the very beginning of their formation and development. Talking about the history of the city, legend has it that Atlantis was originally an island owned by the god of the sea in Greek mythology. Poseidon construct, as we have hypothesized, the gods are most likely aliens with their technologies misunderstood by ancient earthlings as superheathens. In the legend, he found the gentle beauty of an ordinary girl named Cleito. He married this girl, and the girl became pregnant to protect his family. I will build the foundation of the city of Atlantis. Legend has it that Cleito had 5 pairs of twin sons about Poseidon, and even among them was named Atlas. 10 sons inherited the great city. and the firstborn Atlas became the first ruler of Atlantis. It is believed that the children of the President also built a huge temple for their father to greet the temple with a statue of the President riding a chariot, and horses, whose wall was built entirely of gold, and housed in a temple with a spiral roof so high that it reached the clouds. Poseidon also built a private palace for his muse in the city of Atlantis. The palace was surrounded by large canals that could accommodate more ships. The walls surrounding the palaces were built of red and white and black stones decorated with precious metals. The fertile and beautiful city of Atlantis was inhabited by the gods, and the city people were said to be a self-sufficient area where people grew their own food and raised farm animals. In the city that once planted trees in the fertile plains outside the suburbs, with the help of a well-maintained irrigation system, they also built their own beautiful buildings and other structures from materials such as black and red. At the time, they found many rare metals, even alloys like brass were made, and used many rare crystals, such as diamonds, for the entertainment of the inhabitants of the city of Atlantis. Some researchers believe that there was a conflict between the peaceful people and that they somehow destroyed each other, after theorizing that it is difficult to test the biggest question that has puzzled the minds of all scientists is where Atlantis is located today.